Federica Bigroni delivering the ride of her life. 10 months ago, she was wondering if she would walk normally again. Her left leg shattered in a crash at the Italian Championships, ACL torn, fractures in the fibula and tibula plateau, pain that never quite 0.41, and suddenly Olympic gold. As she crossed the line, the crowd roared. Italian military jets streaked overhead, trailing green, white, and red, and Bigroni, one of Italy's flag bearers, stood atop the podium, arms raised, completing one of the great comeback stories of these Winter Games. This is the Olympics, she said. It's a one-day race. Anything can happen. Others on the podium behind Bigroni is Romain Medroli of France, silver at 123.82, and Cornelia Hutter of Austria, bronze at 123.93. Close margins, controlled skiing on a night when survival was half the battle, a course that fought back 17 DNFs. The Super G was brutal, jumps and rollers feeding directly into gates, snow that softened between inspection and race time, aggression punished precision rewarded. 17 racers did not finish. Among them, Breezy Johnson, who I thought was the favorite. She, of course, is the newly crowned downhill gold medalist. Mari Bocock, crashing in her Olympic debut. Sofia Gogia, Esther Ledeca, and Elika Stuek. All of those not finishing, the big names of them. Like we said, it was a brutal day on the slopes of the Super G. It wasn't about who attacked the hardest, though. It was about who stayed composed, and no one was more composed than Federica Bigroni. U.S. team focus, Breezy Johnson, who I thought was the favorite, crashed out, so a tough night for the Americans. Jackie Wiles was 13th. She was the fastest American at 125.40. Keely Cashman, 15th, 125.61. So after Johnson's downhill gold, hopes were high, but the Super G demanded finesse over force, and it proved unforgiving. Still, Wiles and Cashman battled down a course that humbled many of the world's best. In a sport defined by hundredths of a second, sometimes it's measured in something far more greater, and that is courage. Pain endured, doubt overcome, and a nation was lifted. So, on a cold night in Cortina, Federica Bigroni reminded us why we watch the Olympics, not just for speed, but for stories. And tonight, the story in the Women's Super G belonged to Italy. It also belongs to Italy in the skeleton, runs number 2, coming up where Amado Bagnes is sitting third for Italy. Axel Jungnick is second for Germany, and Matt Weston of Great Britain leads them with a time of 56.21. Austin Florian, though, the fastest American, sitting at 14th, just 0.74 off the pace. Back to the House of Speed.